Konnichi, what's up, Mino fuckers? I'm speaking to you now after having finished reading and recording this. I was requested to read this visual novel, which is still being worked on. I figured, sure, what the hell not, I enjoy a bit of reading. It's just a demo, and it's only a few hours long, so if you're interested, then feel free to check it out, either before or after watching this. I'll provide links down in the description below. It's available on PC as well as Android devices. This visual novel currently has a Kickstarter campaign. It's very close to its goal, but time is running out. If you have the time, why not give it a try or give it a bit of support? Your choice, no pressure. I won't, break your fingers or cut off your hand if you don't. It's just a friendly suggestion. And just a warning, this game's intended for mature audiences, and I'm going to fucking swear like usual, and so will this fucking visual novel. But if you already watch my content, then that shouldn't come as a surprise. With that said, sit tight and prepare to suffer from my amateur's voice acting. Let's get Hajime started. Blood, dirt, and sweat coat my arms to the elbows, and I can no longer tell where any of it came from. If I keep going with this, I'll eventually be caught. What the hell am I going to do? Turner! A teacher rushed into the office, pushing the door with more force than necessary. I flinched in my seat and stood upright. After taking a step in, she stops. She finds me in the chair across from the empty desk. Oh, hey, you're in my class this year, aren't you? Hey, Miss Webb. Yeah, this year's the first. She eyes me with suspicion. What are you doing here? I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Okay, please keep waiting. She holds back annoyance, though not very well. As she exits, she closed the door more softly than she opened it. I look at the space around me. This is the first time I've been here. Administration offices are sectioned off from the classrooms, and this one dwarfs the others. Unattended coffee, or maybe it's tea, sits on the desk. Steam coming off the cup wafts in the sunlight entering from the window. I take a breath while combing the office with my eyes. Actually, by the smell, it's definitely coffee. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business. God damn it. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business Administration. It was issued from a prestigious university about 6 years ago. Near the degrees are sets of frames arranged with pin butterflies. A wireframe model of a dodecahedron rests on the desk. Interrupting my fidgeting, and this time without a knock, a well-dressed man enters and greets me with a smile. Hi there, Elaine. Thanks for being patient. I am the assistant principal, Mr. Underwood. I must not be in trouble, so I stand and extend my hand. His smile curves stronger at the gesture, and he shakes my hand firmly. His grip is stronger than mine. Wimp. He closes the door behind him, walks to his desk, and seats himself. Go ahead, sit. I heard that you were asking around about odd jobs you could do for the school. I returned to the same chair across from his desk that I'd been warming and leaned forward. Yes, sir. I was wondering if I could make extra money during the school year. I was thinking of saving up for college. Admirable. You are in your senior year, right? Why not get a summer job? I worked at the library downtown over the break. I was trying to figure out something more local. The bus schedule makes it tricky. The Kafka Library. Yes, a bit of a commute. Nearly an hour each way. He drinks from his coffee and looks past me for a moment. Well, I do have something. I have been introducing the idea to a few of the other seniors. What is your background? I straighten up in my seat a bit. I've had this interview-like exchange a few times. I'm from here, so I grew up with a lot of the students. Not that I know them all well, but I'm not shy. My grades are important to me. I'm a hard worker, and I've had a lot of jobs. Probably more than our students. Mr. Underwood seems receptive and maintains eye contact with me. I notice he's thumbing the side of his cup. His fingernail color is white from the pressure. Where else? I worked at the passing gas. Passing gas. The gas station. Yeah, I worked afternoon shifts on weekends for a while. I stocked shelves at the grocery too. Also, they sometimes need help at the water treatment plant hired interns. I've done work there on and off. You stay busy. All your work will pay off and you should feel proud. I grip my teeth and hold back any response. After a couple seconds pass, I nod slightly. Mr. Underwood pats a small stack of papers on his desk. You have excellent grades too. You are a strong candidate. However, something I cannot glean from your file is whether or not you're able to work with little instruction. What I need is a student to take the project and run with it, reporting in weekly. He pauses, waiting for a response. I'm nervous. Not from the content of the conversation. From something else. My face may betray me, but I attempt a confident nod. I'd be happy to try. What do you need? I need someone with an entrepreneurial spirit to take the lead on forming a student union. It is in the experimental phase, and I'm trying to convince the board it is valuable both the students involved and the administration, despite an upfront cost. As the president, you would put in a minimum amount of 10 hours in a week, report to me directly, and you would have a small budget. 10 hours will not be a problem. Do you mean a group to represent all the students? As you might know, our school receives federal funding. Our facility is part of the public education system, so our local government is mandated to allocate money to us, to help us maintain resources for our students. The amount we receive may fluctuate when officials change offices, policies, legislation, or the state takes in more or less than anticipated. Our school system tends to be placed below other priorities. What sort of initiative, I guess, are more important than school? It depends on whom you ask. Insurance programs, infrastructure, subsidizing local businesses, law enforcement, and assistance to struggling families. At mention of his last example, I catch myself looking at the worn tip of my sneaker and redirect my gaze to Mr. Underwood. Mr. Underwood smiles. You're not going to find many here who disagree that education is important. Many moving pieces play a role in decision-making, but I did not call you in here to talk about that. Our administration receives a cut of the budget, and we then craft our school budget from it. Year after year, the student population has been increasing while our funding has been decreasing. Is that why there's no sign-up for track this year? That came out more accusatory than I intended. We are taking a hard look at all our extracurricular programs. Student representation is not the goal. Service to the school is. We need additional manpower, and this is a relatively cheap method. And it presents you with an opportunity to help the school. If you do well and recruit some of your hardworking friends, you will make a positive impact. I cannot make any promises beyond guaranteeing your paycheck. I take a deep breath, collecting confidence to put forth my most important question. How much will it be paid? Minimum wage, the same amount you receive from the library. He responded without hesitation. He was prepared. It's disappointing, but not more than I can realistically expect. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his... Fucking snakes. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his drink and glances at the clock on the wall. Are you interested? I hesitate, but only for a moment. I need this. I'm out of other options. Maybe I can reconnect with some old friends. I quote confidence and address Mr. Underwood. Definitely. It seems complicated, but I can help with whatever you need. Are you sure? This is not a small project. For me, either. He glanced at the wall behind me again. Yes, sir. What work will I be doing? Underwood smiles. There you go. First, I believe you can support some of our administrative functions. We need someone to man the library here too, for example. We may also utilize your team for event planning services. We have excess faculty rooms and spacious conference areas. I want to rent those for external events to earn revenue. Oh, like hosting workshops or conferences? Help the library with scheduling seminars. Yes, I need to develop a formal list of your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the union as a whole, achieve board approval, and get some paperwork for you. What you need to do in the meantime is vital. Please recruit at least 4 other students by the end of the week. That will demonstrate to the board that we actually have interested and ambitious students to fuel the program. It will not work if you are the only participant. Oh. Like a bucket of water thrown on a freshly lit match. Mr. Underwood senses my mood swing. You can ask some of your... He seems to catch himself and continues after an awkward lapse. Your classmates for help. It will actually be a great exercise for you in preparing for your role as delegator. We have intelligent and creative students here, and I'm sure you'll find a handful willing to support this school. Yeah, I can do that. By Friday then. Yes. All of you meet me here and I'll give an updated initial push. Do you... The bell rings. Mr. Underwood gestures to the door. You better head to the next period. I would hate to consume more of your time than I should. If you have questions, feel free to reach out by phone or email. Fluently, Mr. Underwood places his business card in my hand as I stand. It's a neat design. The card lists his phone number, cell number, and email address. Is it strange to give your cell phone number to a student? He seems devoted. I nod and reluctantly smile. Thanks a lot, Mr. Underwood. Thank you. He waves as I open the door and move back into the hall. Collecting my belongings from the last period was easy since I hadn't brought any. Some students' books are still on order and haven't arrived. Most inherited old books. I linger at my open locker in the hallway, Mr. Underwood's card in one hand, my phone in the other. Turner Underwood, Turner Underwood, assistant principal. I add him to my contacts. What was I about to ask him? Can I get paid this week? Should I record my time? Okay, yeah, money. I need money. Yeah, hi, Mr. Underwood, it's Lane. Do you think I can get paid this week? Yes, I will assign you retro pay for your effort. Good enough. I slip Mr. Underwood's business card in my worn wallet. With a metal clack, I close my empty locker. Sound echoes. The students who are shuffling around me have already entered the next classes. I haven't memorized my schedule yet, so I use my couple note from my pocket. After confirming a glance, I quickly it back in place and walk. At least I know a couple people I can ask for Mr. Underwood's project. During lunch or this afternoon may be a good to ask around. In the meantime, I'll plan, since we don't have many details worked out. Otherwise, I'll doubt I persuade anyone. 2 students, myself included, would be guaranteed at least. I'll need 3 more. Students are standing in regular circles outside my destination. Groups migrate past me while I approach 2 students in conversation. Why not? He is strict and he lives right next to me. It doesn't matter how hard-ass he is or where we hand off. Jesus, tell me out like before. I don't know. Hey. Evan spots me at the sidelong step, winds a circle of 2. Why is everyone out here? Forget it, man. Either ignoring or reacting to my interruptions, she moves against the flow with the other students. I notice the classroom they've been negotiating near is empty. I think art's cancelled today. Why? I begin moving the flow of the crowd and Evan falls beside me. I don't know, she didn't come in and Coach Jean just told us to head to the gym. You mean Miss Webb? Yeah, Rose said she was really upset this morning. His eyes look past me and catch on a passing classroom door. Instinctively, I follow his darting glance and see nothing but a closed door. He continues doing this each room we pass, so I decide to ignore it. empty-eyed, aren't you? She looked it. She was trying to find the new assistant principal, but I don't know why. It's weird. Well, what is? I don't know. It's so different this year. Oh, did you? I stumble hard and grip the handrail, but the loose railing provides no support. Yeet. I release it with a jerk and catch myself on the wall instead, palms open. Beyond the inner railing, a narrow gap separates the flights. The height from the second floor creates a more potent wake-up call than the smell of Mr. Underwood's coffee. Crap, that'll really hurt someone before it's fixed. Ha! Huh. I right myself when we continue downstairs. Did you ask about a work-study position? Mr. Underwood said he'd like me to start a group, like a paid club that helps the school. See, that's weird too. You know about the layoffs, right? And with way less elective classes... Principal Decker must be desperate, that's all. Mr. Underwood mentioned the school's budget was cut. That's more weird, not less. How can they pay you? There's less staff, but not less work. You have to pay someone to do it, and we're cheap. We? Yep. I face Evan outside the gym entrance with my pep in my step. The burst of energy exhausts him. It's minimum wage. You'll need to put it in around 5 hours a week. I've got a lower limit of 10 since I'm organizing it. Evan scowls at the floor as expected. I'm smiling. I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and you can't... We lock eyes. Can I at least think about it? I want to do drama club this year. Of course, take your time and I'll text you the details tonight. Conveniently after I figure them out. Besides, there might not be a drama club unless someone helps out around here. You said a group? How many people? 3 more to get us going. Want me to ask Holly? It's probably not her thing. It doesn't hurt to ask. Let's go in now. I think we're late. For what? Everyone's either sitting around or playing ball. Our art class has around 20 members, and there must be well over 4 classes in here. They might as well have cancelled school today. I almost don't hear heaven over the chatter. Rose might have had the right idea this time. I borrowed a abandoned basketball and joined the idle shooting on the corner of the court. Evan follows along the sideline. So, what were you two talking about? Nothing really. I mentioned Mr. Underwood moved into our apartment building. My shot bounced off another student just above the rim, so I lifted up another ball rolling near. How did you find out? He asked me to move a couple boxes. He lives alone, I think, but he seems nice. Sorry I didn't text you back. On my next throw, the ball moves through the net with a swish. Nice. It's fine. Got some good sunset shots out there. Did you talk to the librarian? He said they found someone. And the gas station? Nothing there or the grocery, the timing's off and they have enough hands. You know, I can do your homework sometimes or cover for you. My next throw misses with a thud from the backboard. It's fine, I'm going to hide the student group. If I do well, it's sure to be steady. Right, so what will you do? Make Mr. Underwood's coffee. I make a mean mocha. I'm serious. So am I. My shot once again intercepts another student just above the rim. A tall girl approaches us with a rocks greeting. Hi. She addressed Evan, but respond anyway. Konichi, what's up? What's up? It's better to take turns. I'm briefly confused and glance at Evan. Oh. Her message clicks after he nods to the basketball goal. Oh, Gomena, sorry. She nods slowly and turns. Evan stops by speaking up, which catches me more off guard than her. Nat, wait. This is Lane. He's a senior too, and, At this point, I suspect a pattern. Did he become popular with girls? Nat's listening patiently as Evan trails off. The answer is no. Better help him. We're offering a few students a paid position at the school. I just started this group to help the school's administration since they're short-staffed. About 5 hours a week or so. It's a club that looks very good on your resume when you graduate. You'd be organizing events and managing the library, one of the computer lab. Yeah. I have no interest. As you walk away, she catches a stray basketball. She's attractive. I send a smile to Evan. Your pitch needs work. Worked on you, didn't it? Aren't you worried? I'll manage. We've got until Friday to get more members. Thanks for the wingman, though. You got it. How do you know her anyway? Through Holly. Knows everyone. Pulling her in basically means we're set. Like I said... Let's say you're right. Who else? Since I no longer feel confident enough in my multitasking to avoid disturbing that, I lead us to the bleachers. What you said earlier. They need people to manage a library? I sit my back to the wall. Why can't you just do that? Yeah, it makes sense. Miss Underwood didn't make it sound like a sole student was an option, though. It's that they don't want to go through the setup for a single person. How much could it even be? Enough that's not worth without a substantial program. I don't like it, but you should ask Alice for help. I smile and take sense of the students here. You're full of solutions today. I approach a brooding guy and interrupt his reclined position. Hey, Kane! No, wait, don't! Evan flinches and reaches out. Kane sits up as I approach and greets me with a look of recognition. Sup? What's going on with Alice? What? A sudden glare. Not the response I anticipated. Your girlfriend? Why isn't she with you? He steps level with me, then glances at Coach Jean. The coach is playing on his phone on the court bench. What? Kane stands taller and is much more physically imposing compared to other students. And to me. What the fuck are you trying to say, you little shit? What? Nothing, I just... You just what? Want to be funny? Get a rise out of me? Whoop! We're in trouble. My collar tightens as he grips the chest of my shirt so forcefully on a wonderful tear. Wait, what are you... Proxy for white flags, I raise my hands defensively. He shoves me to the stairs, the corner digging into my spine. Sharp pain. I wince and writhe. Play stupid fucking games and win stupid fucking prizes. He storms from the stand and into the halls. Evan helps me upright. You okay? Probably. They broke up over the break. It was really public. Really? I mean, even I knew. I noticed Nat looking at me from the court. She resumes playing. Well, I'd say that hurt my pride more if my back didn't hurt so much. Jeez. She dumped him, apparently, and told everyone he was a womanizing pig, a failure, and a poisonous fool. Specific. She posted it online. I've been too busy working to be plugged in. I know. It only seems to hurt worse when I massage the area, so I stopped attempting. I'll catch Alice over lunch. Think she'll join? I don't know. Probably. Crazy asshole. I spend time recovering in Evan's company until our next class. As my sounding board, Evan helps things out more of the group's jobs. We at least become more familiar with the idea. The din of the cafeteria discomforts me. Energetic freshmen socialize with a few outgoing upperclassmen. I don't see Evan, but scan carefully for my target. Despite the noise, there are fewer students than last year's usual. I might be wrong about that, since Mr. Underwood said there were more students overall. The room disperses the aroma of the kitchen. Chicken strip day. Reliable as ever. I don't find what I'm looking for, but I spot a familiar face. A short girl sits alone at the end of the table. She's staring at her food, expressionless, as if separated by miles. I decide I'll put an end to that and sit across from her. It's funny to see so many empty seats around you. She flinches, dropping a plastic fork. Oh, hey there! Polly's radiant, beaming at me. You're right! Where is everyone? She steals my fork. What? Okay, fine. I was gonna ask you that, honestly. Well, this presents an opportunity. For catching up. I haven't seen you since forever. You got huge! I wish someone would say that about me. You just shrank. With a grin, I begin enjoying my finger food. My vast cuteness has simply reached maximum density. So, you're dense, huh? With a fork flourish that's a little too close to my face, she retorts without hesitation. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. I didn't say I didn't like it. She giggles and cleans her throat. She giggles and clears her throat. Good. Now then, dear wanderer, why hast thou approached my spring after so many years? Weeks, you mean? The break isn't that long. Every day without sufficient worship is another scar upon my soul, an affront to my divinity. What the hell? Okay. Awfully needy for a goddess. The library kept me occupied. Working, of course. Boring as usual. Responsible has a better ring to it. What were you doing then, oh great one? She hesitates. Just preparing for the harvest. I think she changed her number for the break. I can read the mood and don't pry further. Well, I hope my current tribute will make up for my heresy. It's a start. Her little fingers trace the edge of her tray. Her untouched food must be cold by now. Things will pick up next week. Speaking of work, though. Oh. Her positive expression dissipates. I'm starting a student union. We could use a mascot. Interested? She scoffs with her game smile. That's a new one. Granddaddy didn't mention it, so it must be a brand new scheme. Mr. Underwood's brainchild. Cheap labor, resume building. Through valiant effort, I avoid talking with my mouth full. Figures. Granddaddy said Principal Decker was desperate for new ideas. Are you in? You can just sign up on paper, contribute, or hang out as you feel like. I'm not sure about the level of commitment expected, but I don't correct myself. She pauses for a few seconds before shaking her head. No, it would probably be stressful. Come on, I'll pick up your slack. You won't have to if I'm not joining. She gripping her tray, the tendons in her hand visible. Okay. I'll just let you know how it goes. Are you gonna eat all that? Oh no, go ahead and tax me. Thanks. She grips my wrist as I reach for her food. But know this. The blood debt will be paid. I'll owe you one, okay? Okay? I shall hold you intimately to that promise, wanderer. You missed a vow. Ever gonna get rid of Tar being so... silly? It's not silly, it's fun. Don't people make fun of you? At this age, I almost am. My supreme durability grants safe passage. You're not wrong. If you're cute enough, you can get away with nearly everything. I can make fun of you if you're feeling left out. Expression becomes difficult to read, but only for a moment. I'm not. Hey, mind if I sit with you? Evan stands beside the table waiting for permission to intrude. Just as I'm about to tell him it's fine, Holly beats me to it. Another one joins the flock. Please kneel, traveler. I'll just sit. What took you? Calculus is no joke this year. His exasperation is palpable. With a few extra newtons, he plops down. Really? Did you find your limit? What is this? Evan rolls his eye as a thin girl signs a place beside Holly. I'm not good at voice acting. I don't even know how to keep up with these voices. Her hairstyle changed over the break, so it takes me a second to recognize her. She looks at me with a grin, which helps jogs my memory pretty quick. Welcome to the Fowl Feast. Holly balances with enthusiasm and bumps shoulders with Alice. Thank you. You like Mr. Underwood's class? I respect the man. He's a good instructor. Speaking of, I'd like to talk to you. Oh. I glance at Evan, whose expression tells me the plan's off. Mr. Underwood told me about the student union. I'll be joining, of course. Oh, great. As the president, naturally. My smile fades. I've been wanting an opportunity like this for a while, to really start making some changes around here. It took some new in the administration to start the shake-up, but I suppose that's how it goes. I'm glad you're into it, but... Mr. Underwood already agreed. The valedictorian leading the charge makes for a compelling sell to the school board. Sensing conflict, Holly shrinks, as needs his meal. I'm the best suited for seeing this through. I lean forward on my empty tray. Did he mention how many hours I'd get? He said I need to give at least 10 hours weekly to manage a group, but we're not sure how to utilize members will be. You can always work less, I'll make sure to have some cover for you. I stand up from the table, tray in one hand, and my other shoving into my pocket. Excuse me. Moving away promptly, I slap the food tray onto the recycled stack and step into the hall. I yank my phone to my ear and listen to the dial-out noise. And eventually, Mr. Underwood's voicemail message. My phone vibrates. Can't talk now. What do you need? Alice wants to be president. Where does that leave me? If Alice would like to try for the spot, the fair approach would be democratic. The founding members will vote for the president Friday. If? I tuck my phone away and return to the cafeteria. Holly excused herself from our table. I wonder if it's because she was done. Well, I think so. I know so. With that, I can pull a group together in no time. Alice, did you even talk to Mr. Underwood? My confrontation was met with a smirk. What did he say? The president's position will be put to vote on Friday. That is quite fair. I can't argue with that, I suppose. Frustrated, I sit. It is. And you're outnumbered. It won't do for you to intimidate others. We both look at Evan, who won't look either of us straight on. I'm whistling. Sorry. Of course. He's consistent. Fine. I'll soon have followers of my own. With an enthused tap on the table, she stands. Well then, gentlemen, I do look forward to establishing bipartisan solutions after my swearing-in ceremony. Evan and I look at each other in silence. Alice acts uncharacteristically shy about us judging her. For now, I hope to have a spirited competition. I'll bid you both adieu. After she leaves, I turn to Evan. What were you talking about while I was gone? He was brainstorming ways to recruit people quickly. And short version is to make false promises, gets lots of students to join on that basis, have the group established, and let things settle however they settle. Seriously, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. Mr. Underwood would lose respect for me if he found out. He might even fire me. Just think about it. Has he given any specific instructions? A few. So it's reasonable, expected, even that a student acting on his own wouldn't get all the details straight, you see? I'm not incompetent. It doesn't matter. He's taken a risk by letting you figure things out alone. He wouldn't be able to justify firing you. After it's already set up anyway, and... Stop. I'm not doing that. But you need the money. If Alice does it, Then I might get less work from the school. Big fucking deal. At my snap, he flinches and looks at the remainder of his lunch. Okay. Are you gonna finish? You can have the rest. Oh, thanks. Inelegantly, I pocket his last morsel, and not long after we move on to finish the day's classes. Pocketing the food, nice. Well, definitely must be rough at home. Don't need that money. Normally I like the last class of the day, but not this time. A slight shove from behind catches me off guard. I turn quickly. A professionally dressed woman blushes. I recognize her, since she's been a fixture at school for as long as I can remember. Principal Decker. Oh no, another voice. I really don't know. My voice software isn't exactly meant for high-pitched voices, but... Excuse me, it's a bit crowded in between classes. He smiles warmly and dusts my upper back. My face flushes and I watch a crowd flowing past us both. It's really okay, no problem. He waits through students with more care and those I recognize or make a path. I finish walking to class, the door to my math class. Study hall bothers me. I signed up for this period, that much is true, however I doubt anyone here appreciates the situation. No textbooks to study yet, no assignment to complete, no talking, sign stating. Coach Gene idles on his cell phone. One clever student brought his own book to read. A few others draw on notebooks. After they tap my shoulder in a subtle exchange, a note reaches my desk. Pull the fire alarm. Vote. 8 tally marks under yes and 3 under no. I crumble it into my pocket to end the game. Good. I'm feeling worn out. Maybe I'll nap. Between the fire alarm and the bell, I'd be covered for alarm clocks. I lay my head to rest my forearms, then close my eyes. My head hurts. Aches. I roll my palm over the back of my head, fingers slipping through my hair to my scalp. The texture of little bumps cling to my hair around the sensitive area. Soft clumps collect beneath my fingernails. Oh. Sitting up through a burst of dizziness, I hold one side of the desk for balance and pull my hand in front of me. Ruddy residue of dried blood stains on my palm. I don't think I'm bleeding. Anymore. Kind of. Hard to focus. I check my phone's clock. After pressing past the low battery notification, I see that it's almost 8:30 p.m. My sore back and throbbing head convince me to stop and brood. Struggling through the empty hall, each step with increased equilibrium. Though it's dark, I'm able to find the entrance via the faint light of my phone and from the hall windows. The front door doesn't give way. Calm, I try again. It dawns on me that I'm locked in the school. I survey the door, all the nearby windows. No luck in finding an easy exit. Just when I'm about to call Mr. Underwood, my phone dies. Great. Camping here isn't going to kill me, but I'd rather not. I carefully move down the hall to investigate the first floor. Anyone here? My voice echoes. Many of the classrooms are locked, and those that aren't hold no signs of life. As I near a complete pass of the first floor, I hear a single thud from the ceiling. I step closer to the main stairwell, which is poorly lit. Hello? A louder thud replies. Still dizzy. I cautiously move up the stairs using both hands for support. There's terrible lighting here. I can't see a thing. I get to the end of the railing of the top flight and move my hands and knees for better support. I'm crawling up the stairs while hugging the wall. Better safe than sorry. The boom of a door slamming causes me to flinch. I hesitate but continue upward. Words catch in my drying throat. My hand touches something in the darkness. Something warm and wet like the inside of a mouth. Pulling back quickly, my knees get down one stair below. I stop and listen. I want my damp hand in my jeans and continue moving up, taking great care to avoid that area. From the top of the stairs, the hall is illuminated by a lit open classroom. Silently, I move to my feet and slide to the door. I peered inside to see wide eyes staring back at me. Ah! What's going on? Is it too early for me to guess? I wonder if it's something psychological or supernatural. Anyway, I cover my heart and jump at the same time she sees me. Her fright flips to irritation. You? What are you doing here? Nothing. What has Turner got you doing now? No, I'm trying to go home. The door's locked. Why are you here? We closed the distance between us. I fell asleep. I couldn't stop him, sounding like an excuse. He glances at the clock. Really? You napped over 6 hours, huh? I'm sorry. I was embarrassed. I bumped my head at gym today and felt sleepy during study hall. Let me see. She inspects my head with her finger and I wince. Her expression softens. Oh. Are you alright? Are you alright? I heard a lot of noise up here. I was unpacking and setting my material for tomorrow's class. There are several cardboard boxes behind her in the classroom, one of which is empty. Paper, pencils, pastel, markers, newspapers, sketchbooks, and other supplies are splayed out on the floor. I heard a door. Look, let's get you sorted and call your parents. She praises me. Geez, even got blood on your pants. Why didn't you tell someone? Wait. Okay, this is... Look at my thigh, I confirm myself and turn toward the stairwell. What's your name? Lane. My phone died. Mine didn't. What's their number? Look back at her. Whose? Oh, I don't remember. Okay, I'll look it up. Come on then. Takes me by the wrist and leads me to the administrative side. We enter an office door labeled Principal Decker. She motions to the couch after flicking on the lights. Don't sit down. I obey. The office is plain, but the couch looks expensive. Notebooks and manila folders lean off the desk in a precarious stack. Last name? Fox. She furrows her brow and moves from one filing cabinet to another. Miss Webb? Yes. Did you buy those art supplies? As she turns to me, her butt bumps on the paper stack, sending its contents wafting to the floor. Oh, fuck me. She goes to her knees to collect the mess and I help her. Yes, I did. Why? Otherwise we wouldn't have any. I'll clean this. You can keep looking for my file. She moves a strand of hair behind her ear and eyes me. Then she follows my suggestion. After a few quiet minutes, I've sorted the pages in 2 separate stacks on the desk. I open the desk drawer and pull out a half-empty bottle of wine. Oh, don't touch your personal items. Miss Webb snatches it from me and sets up all basket and desk before closing it definitively. Sorry. Miss Webb huffs. Wait, maybe it's wine I got in my pants. No, it must be blood. How can you mistake wine for blood? Also, do you not actually attend this school? Your record is missing. Oh, Miss Underwood might still have my file. What's your address? My record is probably in his office. We can just go check, right? No, it would be rude to intrude when he's not around. I look around the room. She recognizes the inconsistency. She recognizes the inconsistency. God damn it. She recognizes the inconsistency too. I'll just drive you home. Come on. Wait, you're gonna come back to finish unpacking? I haven't decided. Come on. With impatience, she moves out of the office, turning the lights off on me before I follow. Why don't I help you? We can go twice as fast. You realize you probably had a concussion, don't you? I feel a lot better after the nap. She spins on her heel to address me. You are going home, young man. Okay, alright, yes ma'am. Please wait here. She collects her purse from the art room, leaving me alone in the dim hall. Oh no, here we go again. My head is still throbbing, so foregoing helping her unpack is probably for the best. I place my hands in my pockets and realize which one held those 2 notes is now empty. Wait. I place my hands in my pockets and realize the one which held those 2 notes is now empty. My schedule is gone, and so is that fire alarm note. What is going on? Does it have to do with her? Because no, this could just be a coincidence, but this is the second time I'm seeing her after stuff gets weird. This dark, brooding, ominous atmosphere. Is she connected to it? But even then, if so, in what way? Let's not overthink, let's keep going. We'll use the emergency exit stairs to get to the parking lot a lot faster. Miss Webb moves ahead of me in the opposite direction of the pitch-black stairwell. I follow. Won't we set off the fire alarm? We should, but it's broken. Since when? Wait. No, I'm overthinking. Let's just keep going. That's probably against some regulation, right? You should put on your to-do list for your club. We walk from the exit stairs to the parking lot and then step into her car. I tell her my address and we start the drive. After a couple of minutes of silence, I break the ice. Sorry for the trouble. She glanced at me unfazed. How did you fall? I don't remember exactly. I look out the passenger side window. Do you remember... not exactly? If you're being bullied, I need to know. It's not that, honest. Well, a bump on the head gives you a pass. Please be more careful. The ride is quiet again. I'm not sure for how long. My mind wanders. Your project with Mr. Turner, Mr. Underwood. Was it your idea or his? I think both. I asked what I could do to help for a part-time job and you recommended it. It was your decision. It's something you want to do. I hesitate. Definitely, yeah. Do you want to join? She laughs slowly. I'm not a student anymore. I've had my fill groups in college. Maybe we can help you. For a start, I can come in early tomorrow and help you finish unpacking. You're dead set on it, huh? Her focus returns to the road. If you mean it, I'll be in that class around 7. There's no pressure, though. It would take us no more than 30 minutes. Thanks. Do you want my number? Are you always so bold or just with a head injury? I feel my cheeks flush. No, but thank you. You can call the school and ask for me if you need to. I nod. Is this it? We have arrived at my place. Ms. Webb pulls the car closer to the parking area. Yeah, the one on the left. Thank you for the ride. There are no cars parked next to the building, all the lights are off. Miss Webb looks like she's about to ask me something, but seems to change her mind. No problem. Do you have a key to get in? Yeah, I'm good. Alright. See you at school. Miss Webb waits for me to go inside before driving away. I'm greeted by a passionate meow. I know, you're the one who wouldn't go out this morning. After flipping the light switch, I take the chicken strip from my pocket and place it in Jester's food bowl. Oh, isn't that nice? With that occupying him, I walk through the hall to my room and settle in for the night. A cool glass of water, a healthy dose of acetaminophen, and a change of clothes refresh me. There's a little scratch on my head that I can trace my fingertips, but it doesn't hurt. Gabbed over, probably. I sit in my bed and pick up my charging phone. I am already winning. Who gave you my number? Information asymmetry is too fun to ruin. Truce? Oh, let me be the president. I need... What? Typo. Not happening, but feel free to concede gracefully. I add the number to my contacts as Alice and stare at my phone for a few seconds. I thought it was going to be something more malicious. Something crazier, but... Nope, just weirdos. After putting it beside my pillow, I turn off my bedside lamp. Bright and early, as promised. At least on my end. Someone other than Ms. Webb shows up and to my surprise, stops to unlock the door. Rosen shoves the door against the wall with a slap. What are you doing? Going in. You coming? I follow her inside, closing the door behind us. Leave it open, man. After muttering an apology, I reopen it. Okay, so really, what are you doing? I owed Sam a favor. Are you good? She leans on the door frame and gives the room a look. Who is Sam? Your teacher. You mean Miss Webb? I praise her, my eyes moving over her body. Like so? Like this? Like this? Anyway, he stiffens. I highly doubt her idea of you helping was to open the door for me this morning. Why don't we get started? It'll be quick. Come on, Rose, I could use the company. Fine. What do I do? I'm not sure what to do either, so I improvise. See those boxes? You can divide out the supplies and I'll set up an easel per workstation here. Bossy, aren't you? You literally just asked me what to do, you know, so let's get to it. Her fingers trace the edge of Ms. Webb's desk as she moves to the box I indicated. Sure, this is for Sam, not you, so don't get weird ideas. I smile. We set up the room for the classes that come, and to my surprise, Rose pulls her weight. Why are you up so early? Ignores me. Where's Ms. Webb anyway? She's just busy. We continue. Once the cardboard boxes have been cleaned out, I begin ripping one in half to tear into compact strips. Hey, quit it, dumbass! Rose kicks me, causing me to stumble and turn abruptly. Oh, what the hell? She snatches a torn box from me. Don't you think she'll want to reuse these? Or recycle them or something? Oh, you're right. Sorry. With a huff, she pushes the box behind Miss Webb's desk. So, that's it? I think so, yeah. We've got some time before class. And? I step a little closer. Yesterday, what were you asking Evan to do? That weasel. I used to get him to do my math, now he's too scared. You want him to do your homework? Just the math. It's not like I need to solve for X in real life. We're well past for solving X, but I decided against letting her know. Are you bad at it? It's not that. I don't do it because it's pointless. Why do you even care, man? How about I help you with it? I'm not a weasel. I mean, I consider myself more of a... crab. Sure. I won't stop you. But not for free. What did you pay Evan? He scoffs. Nothing. Okay. $5 for each assignment. You're kidding. That's more than fair. Just do one a week if you don't like it. She glares into the hall. I'll think about it. She starts out, but I move in front of her. What? Give me your number. I don't think I'm your type. How else are you giving me the assignments? Unless you'd rather have my address. Oh, yeah, it's fine, I guess. She recites her number as added to my phone. I grin. Great, thanks. Sure. She pushes past me and I'm left in the room alone. I lift my phone. Hey, did you give my number to Alice? No, Holly might have. Holly has my number too? She asked for it yesterday, didn't she text you? My fingers brush the rough texture of my jeans as I slide my phone away. My eyes linger on my thigh. I'll just go to my class a bit early. It's still quiet, but I'm sure students will begin filling in shortly. Just like this morning when I came up, the stairwell remains pristine. I touch my head. It feels better. The scab might actually be smaller today. Probably just looked more dramatic than it actually was at the time. As I move out from the stairway and into the hall, I spot Kane standing outside of my next classroom. He's leaning near the door and looking at a crumpled piece of paper in his hand. I search for an exit to avoid him, but he looks over and waves me over. I thought sprinting is an option, so I approach. Yeah? How you doing? He holds out his hand. The paper is my schedule from yesterday. Did you take this from me? He stands straight and places it in my hand. Found it. Figured I'd give it back to the owner. Okay, thanks. My insincerity isn't lost on him. I want to talk anyway. Listen, I really didn't mean anything yesterday. I don't give a damn, honestly. He steps closer. Sorry for a little shove. No hard feelings, alright? Right. He ruffles my hair firmly, irritating my scalp. I step back. Good. Since we've resolved things between us, there's no need to bring it up with anyone else. Do you agree? Yeah. Is that it? A flash of irritation moves over his face. He looks past me. Almost. I heard you and Alice are starting a group. I'm not interested in Alice, if that's what you're getting at. He laughs, it's genuine. She's not interested in you. No. Why are you doing it? I'm helping the school. Bullshit. What do you get? To be honest, money. Really, what do I have to hide? You might be a bit of a jerk, but I need people, so if I can entice them with money, that might be just what I need. Well, it's a paid position. Not much, but something. Huh? Okay, then why does... He rubs his neck and glances over his shoulder. For a moment it seems like he's going to ask me something else, but he shrugs. Forget it. Tucking his hands into both pockets, he leaves me to linger in the hall alone. I'm thankful. I rotate my schedule from one side to the other. My name isn't on it. My pocket vibrates, so I swap the paper with my phone. If my name's not on it, but he knows it's mine, did you know someone took it, or... Someone took it and he knows, or... It could be that. Maybe during the fire alarm thing, when he passed out, probably someone knew he put it in his pocket, so he dug into his pockets while he was asleep, took the schedule and the fire alarm note, and the schedule was just probably thrown in somewhere, whatever. I think it's no big deal. My pocket vibrates, so I swap the paper with my phone. Check your locker. Oh. Hey. Holly, right? No response. I'm gonna look at my locker and see a second schedule? The exact same? I do have a little more time before class. I can humor her, I guess. I'm going to have to charge my phone more often at this rate. I approach my locker. Maybe I'll regain that middle school popularity I enjoyed after a while. Evan's right about it being a weird start of the year, but it'll even out. My head numbs instantly. Yes, come on. What the fuck? Okay. I slap my hand over my mouth. A severed human hand lies in the locker. Beneath the detached wrist, a deep red pool has collected. I can't even scream. After I recoil, my back hits against the opposing lockers. Wet streaks now drill down the side of the open locker. The little hand is familiar, the same little hand I saw clenching a lunch tray yesterday. I can't. Why? What is this? I look around desperately and spot Silhouette turn the corner of the hall. Scrambling to my feet, I put my track and field training to full use. I sprint with all my might. I turn the corner and see... Holly? And Alice. Giggling. At me? Fine, alright. Bait me like that.
You fell for it! Oh my goodness, your face! Do you need to go home and change?
Holly bounces and brandishes both of her healthy hands.
I'm okay, see?
My terror becomes relief, but only for a second. Then I'm seething. Holly's enthusiasm fades as my fury registers.
That's right. We'll strike terror into our enemies.
I approach quickly, teeth clenched. Alice looks at Holly.
This is but a taste of the trials the mere mortals must endure to challenge the gods. Right up!
I slap her face so hard she stumbles sideways. Her glasses bounce across the floor.
Lane?
What the hell were you thinking? Alice's eyes wells with tears. She hesitates a moment before running away. My vision blurs before I know what's happening. My body bouncing against the lockers. I'm pressed against the classroom door. The handle dig into my back. Kane is holding me in place, glaring into my eyes. You piece of filth! How dare you! His fist slams into my face, my head knocking against the door with a crack. Holly screams and pulls at Kane's elbow.
Stop it! We were just joking, please!
The commotion has brought other students over, and Coach Jean shows... Alright, you know what? Fuck you. You're not coming to my club anymore. Fuck you. And Coach Jean shoves them through to stop us. Kane punches me again. I hear the glass behind me shatter. My memory ends. Slide a large kitchen knife from its holder. The sharp tip faces outward as I wield it with both hands. The rustling continues. I hold my breath and move closer. What was that click? The sound is more distinct right outside the door to my room. This better not be another fucking prank! I kick the door open and face the intruder.